Inoplas had been using a DOS-based ERP system since the 1990s, and while its stock control was reasonable, each department's interface was different, there was no copy-paste functionality, and part numbers had to be in capitals.
Because of the age of the product, there was the fear that it would become unsupported from a commercial point of view. It was also from a practical point of view that the very good people on the help desk were retiring, and we thought we might just be stranded.
Inoplas set themselves a target of going live within 3 months, with an implementation day taking place to map out the project.
That was very useful because we were able to, one, see the size of the task, allocate resources and people to it, but then kind of score ourselves daily or weekly as to whether we were getting through it at the rate we needed to.
The company went live in under 3 months, beating its go-live target by a week.
General mood was, it was more elation that we got to the stage on the Friday before we went live, that we had completed all the tasks we wanted to complete and were confident in what we had done.
And we didn't have anything on install that I recall now, a year and a half on, as being a panic or a disaster. We had some teething issues which were at the level of we need more decimal places here, or that kind of thing.
Since going live, Inoplas have seen many benefits, some of which they hadn't anticipated.
The very first thing that I personally noticed, and I think others as well, was the efficiencies that came within commercial. A massive thing for us was a reduction in the paperwork, particularly for export, whereas we could previously be sending sort of 40 to 80 pieces of paper, we could then do it on 2 or 3.
Visibility across every aspect of the business was improved.
I think that's probably the biggest win, especially through this inflationary time, that we can keep live track of what our gross margins are, and choose whether or not we want to adjust prices to our customers based on good current data, rather than as we would have been if we hadn't upgraded to 123. There'd have been a much bigger delay between us recognising that our margin had been impaired and us trying to pass that on to a customer. I probably had more fear at the implementation stage of the accounts gateway and replacing our old integrated accounts with the outsourced Xero. But I was probably more fearful of that than the actual data migration itself. But the data migration gave me a few late nights, but it went okay. Xero, pretty much seamless. So Xero's worked very well for us on the accounts gateway. I would say yes, 123 has been what we hoped it would be. It implemented smoothly, it increased our efficiency, and it had some important benefits for us, particularly through COVID, Suez, Brexit, global supply chain issues, that we've just had better visibility of our costs, and so had the information at our fingertips that we need to keep our customers supplied and make sure that our margins stay reasonably consistent over time.